Hi, I'm Jenny Brew from Nomadic Hero. Today I will review ProfitMeet, a product for release on Warrior Plus by Mike McKay, Radu and Kaylin on the 16th of October. This is the sales page and this is what the product looks like on the inside. Do you want to find out whether this product actually works and delivers what it says on the box? Is it worth it? What about the OTOs? Is it a good product for newbies to try? Stay around and we'll find out the answers to those questions. Now, if you want to find out a real, structured way for beginners to make an honest and genuine online business, then see the link in the description below this video. If you haven't been to this channel before, please subscribe, ring the bell for future updates, and give me a like. Okay, let's dive into this review. As with any review, I will look at a product overview, we'll look at the members area and the sales page, we'll have a look at the upgrades, and then we'll look at the pros, the cons, and a recommendation as to whether you should consider buying this product or not. This is a cloud-based software. It's an online webinar solution. The sales page states that the dashboard is better and more powerful than Zoom, Skype, or GoToWebinar. There is a one-click instant meeting process. Scheduled meetings along with a custom domain can be used. You can have unlimited video conferences, live classes, webinars, and unlimited attendees. Record your session, share your screen, turn on your virtual camera. And it tells us there are blazing fast servers with zero lag and full HD meetings. That's a real problem, that one, because how would you ever know until you've used the product and there's a lot of people on the line? There is a one-time payment only and no monthly fees, and it comes complete with quality video tutorials and more. Let's have a look inside the members area and see if this is the case. This is the members area. We have the navigation down the left hand side here. First cab off the rank is the dashboard. The dashboard obviously gives us the statistics of the various meetings and types of meetings that have been had or are going to occur in the future. So we've got upcoming meetings, hosted meetings, attended meetings, and instant meetings. Okay, so the navigation menu is actually pretty simplistic, as you would expect. It's not a difficult one to understand, so we can set up instant meetings and we can set up meetings here. So let's have a look at this one, and it allows us to start a meeting, join a meeting, and get a meeting's history. For a stock standard meeting and schedule, we can schedule a meeting. You can set up various segments, and as you can see, this is a test site. So some people have been in here setting up various things. So we've got how to start your own internet business, for example, that somebody has set up as a segment. So you can edit that or segment it, or you can set up your own segments if that's what you want. The contacts are considered here. They're all added, and it looks like you can add them individually, and the various users are set up through here, so you can actually set up different people to use the system if that is what you want. Now, most importantly with this, a lot of it is fairly intuitive to use, but there is training here. So if we quickly have a look at the training, it's pretty basic, but it's probably good enough to get going. It's worthwhile in looking at this to note the best browsers to use with ProfitMeet are from good to more problematic. Firefox is best and Chrome is fourth. That caused me a little moment of disquiet, given that I use Chrome all the time, and probably a lot of people will. So it tells us about setting up your camera and your microphone and so forth here, and various error messages that can originate. Training videos, everything to get started. So it shows you here how to schedule your first meeting, and that's pretty good. That's fine. It is what it says. Step 2, creating instant meetings, adding contacts and users. using the chat function and setting up pre-recorded webinars. They're all there. They're not very long videos, but they're good enough, and they'll sort of get you to the starting line. Now, sitting underneath that, they've got there's a bit of a sales pitch going on down here. So there's a few products for sale. This particular one, Profit Page Regular, Mirage VSL Final. So these are some of their older products. Radu here is selling some coaching and so forth. Anyway, so that's all that's in the members area. So we'll switch back now to the sales page. One thing I did want to point out is the fact that Michael McKay and Co are prolific ones for releasing new products. So basically there could be a couple coming out every month. This is the history here coming out of Munchai, and what you'll see if you go down here, you see Mike McKay, and all the dates when they've been released on Warrior Plus. And there's Radu and other folk up there as well. So there's a mixture. Most of it's got Mike McKay's name on it. But what we can see here with the yellow highlight is this is the product that's for sale now. And there's similarly, within the last 3 weeks, there's a similar product called Profit Host, which is one that was a one-time price for a hosting package. There was one prior to that called Profit Drive. There was another one called Profit Mail, which did the autoresponder on a once-off price. So there's similar ones. Profit Page, I think, was a funnel, a pay once funnel type page builder. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because you don't see many products being released by some of the bigger companies, because they focus their attention on providing updates and keeping all the information out to their users quite up to date. And what can happen with these smaller people is that they just keep updating the product. They put a new logo, they change a few things around, and then they sell the product as a different product the next time around. So the issue you need to think about with this one-size-fits-all approach, that is paying up front, is how long is the product going to be around for, and will it continue to be supported? One other thing I did want to show was I went into Munchai and had a look at these more recent products, and I've sorted this just by the statistics of the products that have been released. And ProfitMeet is the product that we're looking at this current time, and this is the most recent products that have been released on Warrior Plus by Mike McKay. And what is interesting here is it shows you the number of sales, the conversion rate, which for this product today at 32%, it's looking pretty good. And it's showing a refund rate of 0. Well, the product's only been alive for a few hours, so that's what you'd expect. But what does concern me here is the previous product, the one 3 weeks ago, has got a refund rate of 8%. Now that's starting to get a bit on the high side. 2 or 3% maybe, but once we get up to the 8s, it's getting a little bit interesting, because it means that people have only got 30 days to get a refund. So they've done some assessment of the product and decided for one reason or another that it doesn't suit them, or they've got something they didn't want, or didn't do something. I mean, you wouldn't really know, but it's just a sign of take care. Agency press, these are all Mike McKay's ones. 8%, 7, 7, 10, 7, 8, 5, 6. So as you can see, and that's just last year and this year. So that's a little warning bell should be sort of sounding itself in your head when you see those sorts of things. Now, back on the sales page, there's a couple of items here that are worth making comment on as well. It says brand new Zoom killer software lets you run unlimited webinars in the cloud for free traffic and big commissions. There is a problem right there. This is not a really Zoom killer. They are making comparisons with Zoom pricing, which are particularly unwarranted and not necessarily true. Sort of move down to that spot and just call out a couple of things along the way. This does say built-in autoresponder for automated webinar reminders. Now that is one of the OTOs and is not included in this front-end product. It does say here also double your money back guarantee, but that's the only place it says it. When you go further over, you've got a 30-day get your money back but not double your money back, so I'm not quite sure what that means either. Okay, so what we've got is 3 steps. Step 1, log into the cloud. Step 2, create your webinar, video, meeting or whatever, which is fine. And then step 3, you sit back and you just wait for stuff to happen. Now there's an inherent problem here, and that is you do need some traffic to make all this work. This says our traffic methods are 100% free and automated. Now the training doesn't show any way that you can get that traffic. There are references all through this to the list and so forth, but the reality is there's not much happening in the way of actually getting that traffic happening. And if you've got no traffic, you can have webinars till the cows come home and nobody's going to be looking at it. So, you know, traffic is always a problem. See, this software brings you easy traffic. And, you know, some of this stuff, why they've got this here, I don't know. This is coming out of Google Analytics, and what it's got to do with webinars, I don't really know. Okay, and this money here is probably coming from sales of the product as opposed to actually getting money for providing webinar services to people, which is what they're assuming that you can make money from, and frankly it just won't happen. This was what I was referring to with Zoom. What it does do is say if you have a business account with Zoom, then you would necessarily have 10 users, 10 separate users to do this, and a total of 5,399. Now that's silly, because there's, you know, if you're just setting up a business, you're not going to have 10 users for your business anyway. So you're really sort of pushing the alarm buttons here, and you wouldn't be if you had that many people. If you had 1,000 participants in your webinar, you'd be doing really well, and you'd probably be really happy to pay Zoom this amount of money. But for what you will be doing as a relative beginner, if you get 100 people in a webinar, you would be doing exceptionally well. So it's highly unlikely that you would ever be needing to have anything more than 100 people anyway. And, you know, if that was the case, I would suggest that we look at the pricing for Zoom, the real pricing. And see, Zoom has a free account and it hosts up to 100 participants. You would be far better off just using that free plan if you were a beginner, just to get a feel for how it all works. Okay, and that takes you up to 100 participants, and yes, it has a cap of 40 minutes on it, which is quite adequate for what you would probably be needing. Anyway, it's worthwhile giving it a go. That's a free one. I just thought I'd throw that out there. With a pro, it's $15 a month per license. Now, you would only be buying one license, so that's $15 a month. What they're comparing it to here is this one, the business one. Now, with the business one, it's suggesting that you need to get 10 licenses to start with, and that's where they're getting this comparison that Zoom is hideously expensive. One thing it does point out, though, I mean, with the Zoom, it says video quality is up to 720p. Now, I did notice on the information in the training for this product, for ProfitMeet, it did actually have the HD quality coming through on that, so it's word for just asking questions about whether it's actually necessary, and really what would happen when they have a lot of users on their servers using this, and whether in fact you would start to get some problems with bandwidth. I mean, I can't answer those questions because I don't think you can actually test this product until you've got a lot of people on board using it and seeing what happens and seeing what the quality of the support is. Okay, so that's about where that product sits. Let's take a look at the funnel, and then we'll wrap this one up. Front end is the regular product, $17 with the down sale to $15. The Pro version is an unlimited version, and it includes its own autoresponder, which is the piece that I referred to earlier that was missing out of the front end product. What it does say is it'll help you build your list passively if you have the autoresponder, so I'm not quite sure what the connect is there, and you would need to be seeing that in as part of the spiel when they are presenting that. What it will do, of course, is send out reminders of various webinars to the people who would be coming to your webinars, so it's a pretty essential sort of piece. There is an OTO2 which is not shown here called Enterprise, and it's a $47 with a down sell of $37, and it was advertised originally as a push button mobile friendly direct from your phone type, with training on how to monetize and get access to recordings and cloud storage. I'm not sure what happened to that on this image that I've presented to you here, but it was certainly in the documentation. OTO3 is the done for you, $39, down sell $29. You get 100% of the profits from selling up to 238 commission products. You get commercial rights to ready-made apps. So that's the done for you. The OTO4 is the reseller license, $197 with a downsell to $97. And last but not least is the bundle, the IMX bundle, which gives you the right to all future products that they create, software and training, at the one-time cost of $97 with the downsell to $67. The pros of the product are it does have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Training is provided. The product will work. There's no question it will work. The downside is that the front-end product is not standalone. It's very basic. It's piecemeal. It does not have an autoresponder in it. It looks as though there is it's not even mobile friendly, given the state of the OTO2 that I was referring to earlier. There is some training obviously inside the OTOs that I haven't seen, so as it stands you would need more training. It's a product that's not really meant for beginners, perhaps only to the extent that you get a feel for what it's all about. Traffic training is required. If you don't have any traffic, there is no monetization, and you're just wasting your money, and I guess you could just treat it as an education experience. So on the back of that, my recommendation for this product is about a 5 out of 10. For a beginner, I wouldn't suggest they use this product, but certainly if you just want to find out what it is all about and how things work, by all means go ahead, but just stick to the front end product and don't go lashing out on all the other OTOs. Well, I hope you found some value in this video, and if you have and you haven't been to this channel before, please subscribe, ring the bell for future updates, and give me a like. Also, if you want to find out about a real structured way for beginners to make an honest and genuine online business, then see the link in the description below this video. There is free training available. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.